Hi everybody, my name is Brook. I'm an international golf coach, and today I'm going to talk to you about controlling spin axis. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, when we're trying to control the spin axis, we're trying to maneuver or manipulate the horizontal axis of the ball. So if I want to tilt the ball to the right, it's a bit like banking the wings on a plane. I need the face to be open or to the right of the path. If I want the ball to have no spin axis, then I need the face to be square to the path. And if I want to tilt the ball to the left, then I need the face to be closed or to the left of the path. Now, this is assuming that we've hit the ball out of the middle of the club face, which is what we're going to do today. If we hit it off the toe or the heel, then this changes potentially the spin axis of the ball, which is known as the gear effect. So we're just going to assume today that we're hitting the ball in the middle of the club face. Okay, so if we wanted to control the spin axis and where the ball starts, what we need to do is we need to look at the initial starting line. So let's take this as our ball to target line. This is where we want to hit the ball, and if we're trying to put no spin axis on it, we're trying to hit the ball dead straight, and we want to start it down that line, then the first thing we need to do is we need to have the club face at impact pointing down that line. Now 85% of where the ball starts is down to club face. The rest is down to club path. So if I wanted the ball to start down the target line, that's where I need the club face to be. If I want the ball to start to the right, I need the face to be there, or over here if I want the ball to start to the left. Now, in order for the ball to have very little spin axis, in fact none at all, then we need the club path to be going in exactly the same direction as the club face. So if we're trying to hit the ball down the middle of the fairway, then that's what we would need. We'd need the face to the path at an angle of 0.0. So if we take this shot, for example, here, and I bring up the face angle at impact, what we can see from Chris's swing here is that the ball at impact starts slightly to the right of target. So the face at impact is pointing, let's have a look at the data, pointing 2.3 degrees to the right of the target. So that's where the ball will initially take off. What I can do is bring up on there the ball flight. So the ball starts right of target. Now the club path is going slightly to the right of that, so it's going 3.2 degrees to the right of the target line. So its face is 0.9 degrees close to the path. So with that closure of face to path, the ball has a tilt axis of 2.8 degrees to the left. So the ball will start out to the right because that's where the face is pointing, and because the face is close to the path, we're going to create a spin axis tilt of 2.8 degrees. So if I bring up the trajectory flight of that, we can see that there. You see the ball starting to the right and drawing back in. So that's how you play a draw. You play the draw with the face open to the target but closed to the path. Now if you want to play a fade, then we have to have the face to the right of the path. Now here we've got Andrew starting the ball slightly right of target, so because his face is 0.6 of a degree to the right. The club path relative to the target line is 1.2 left, but it's open to the path. So 1.8 degrees to the right of the path. This has created a spin axis of 3.5 degrees of tilt to the right. So the ball will start to the right because the club face is pointing right, and because the face is open to the path, it will create the fade on it. So when we look at the trajectory there, we can see that. So To hit a draw which starts to the right, the face needs to be open, and to hit a fade which starts to the left of target, then we need the face to be pointing closed or to the left. And this is very important because when we go back some time ago, we always assumed that the path was where the ball started, but since TrackMan was developed, we've actually discovered that that's not the case. So it's very important that you understand this, particularly when you're trying to hit a fade or a draw in a controlled manner. So going back to the illustration here, to get an understanding of how much tilt, for every 5 degrees of tilt in the spin axis, the ball will curve about 3.5 degrees to the side for every 100 yards of carry. So if we've got 10 degrees of spin axis to the right, over 200 yards we're looking at 14 yards right. If we've got a spin axis of 5 degrees to the left, over 100 yards we're looking at 3.5. So you've only got to be slightly wrong between your face and path, and you're going to put quite a degree of curve on the ball. So it's well worth understanding the orientation between face and path to control your curve, and it's more of a sensible way to approach a golf shot as a shot shape as opposed to attempting to try and hit a perfectly straight ball every time, since you're requiring the face to be naught to the target, the club path to be naught to the target, and you've got to flush it out of the middle. So try and learn to curve the ball a little bit more to have a lot more control over the golf ball through the air. Thanks very much.